Hello, thank you for visiting my channel, Dr. Tony, the Big Four Process. Also, actually, find your blocks, and it's healing the subconscious. Now, what's interesting today, I want to talk about a joke that I heard, which fits into most people's lives. There's a woman that kept going to doctor after doctor, and she kept saying to doctors, I have a frog in my throat. So after a year or so, she meets an old doctor on the street that she went to one day, and she said, "Doctor, remember when you said there wasn't a frog in my throat?" She said, "I found a doctor and he removed the frog." He said, "But there's only one problem. It laid eggs." So what are you holding on to in your life? What are you holding on to? So this is being held on subconsciously, because remember, the Big Four process is healing. It's healing the subconscious by finding the mental aspect, the spiritual, the emotional, and the physical aspect. So what I want to talk about is, if you're holding on to something, you may not have a frog in your throat, but you may still have the eggs there. We want to find out, what are you holding on to? Now, what's important about the Big Four process is, it's the only healing art that combines all four together. Again, all four together: the spiritual, mental, emotional, physical, highest vibration, lowest. When we blend all four together, we create a spontaneous healing, paradigm shift, and even alter matter. So here we are. So what I did with this one patient is, we kind of had to ask the question. Now remember, when you do the Big Four process, you put on your little old sacred geometry to connect with it, and then you're going to ask yourself a question. And the question she said she had to ask is, why do I always feel sad? Why am I always sad? So she writes that question, puts it in her energy field, and then we pick one of the 7 mental cards, which we did. Then we pick one of the 10 emotional cards, which we did. And then we picked one of the 12 block cards, which we did. And then the specific location. Now with her, why does she always feel sad? Her mental aspect was, I am, the first energy center. Now what's interesting about the first energy center, that's how family sees you. So I am. Now, the emotion was heartache to love. So now we have the mental and we have the emotion, heartache to love. And the physical block, the meridian, was the lung. So now we have the physical, but where on this lung meridian? What's the specific location? And that was blue. So now she had the physical block would be right here, right out over the heart area. The mental is I am, and the emotion is love. So again, so now we have 3 of the 4 parts of the Big Four process, finding your blocks. So here we have the spiritual. So now we have these 3. So now we're going to use the spiritual to pull this all together. And what I did with this patient was, when we went back, and I'm going to do another, probably the next one will be on talking to yourself. So what's going to happen is, why does she have heartache? Now, when we were talking about it, her heartache was when she was 8 years old, she had lost her pet, her dog, and she could never let that go. Now, if she can't release that on a subconscious level, because remember, the subconscious is your reality and your conscious mind is your dreams. This is 95% who you are, this is 5%. And nothing is missing in your life, it's only misplaced within your soul. Very important to understand that. So what we did with her was, we had her go, she goes into we have her sit back, and we have her, she would say to herself, I am in love with myself because of my experiences of my past. And what we had her say was, at 8 years old, I wanted her to remember, because she had this vision of the dog dying. And the problem is, this vision of this dog dying, you can never change what that means to you. I can't change what that means to her, but I can change what it represents to her, which meaning is that if her dog was dying, you have one vision of that. Well, what we want to do with the Big Four process is, what else does it mean? Let's take the higher vibration. Let's go to the next level. And the next level in this case was, we had her meditating, feeling the dog, that scene, and I had the dog pop up, lift the head up and say, although I'm leaving you, I'm always with you, and we'll be together again. Now, when we do that, what I'm doing is changing the vibration. Now, she can put her big girl's pants on and do something like this, or you can feel miserable for the rest of your life. And that's what's so great about who we are. It's your choice. So what's good was with her, what we did was we had her sit back, and as she's seeing the dog actually passed away, the dog popped the head up and said, "We'll be together. I'm always with your heart. I love you." And I had her have that feeling of love, of having that heartache turn to love. Now, that's the mental and emotional. But with the Big Four process, since no other healing art does it, we can combine all four together. So I had her visualize in her heart area, heartache turning to love. And I had her visualize the dog walking away happy, being in doggy heaven, whatever you want to believe in, which is fine with me, because I believe dogs and everyone has an energetic soul of some type. So I want her to sit back. Now, as she's doing that little meditation, she will feel the heartache turn to love in this area, draining out. She'll visualize the dog saying, "It's okay, you will be together soon, enjoy your life, we'll be together." And that way, when she can connect on all four of those processes, when she can connect all four and have the I am, so she'll be saying, I am love. I release my heartache. I am love. I am love. My dog loves me. He's waiting for me. He's always with me. He's in my heart. And she'll say whatever's right for her, because we all have different meta programming. So at this point, that's what the Big Four process will do. So when you talk about having a frog in your throat, what are you holding on to? And we all have it. So with the Big Four process, it's best to do it every day. This week I started my Instagram channel. And what we're doing there is I'm going to be posting a question of the day and use the cards basically as the tarot health cards. Because when you wake up in the morning, what's your first feeling? And if you can take 7, 8, 10 minutes out to find out, that could make your whole day better. So again, thank you for visiting my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell and send this to anyone that might be able to benefit from it. Again, if you're listening to this channel, you are part of the minority because you are dealing with energetic healing. You are not waiting for the physical to change you. You're changing the physical. Okay, so thank you again. Until next time.